Today's Spotlight on Naperville is brought to you in part by the following sponsors. Welcome to Spotlight on Naperville, Community That Cares. I'm Nancy Wearsome. The nonprofit community is presenting some very special events and important messages. Today's show highlights 6 exceptional organizations, each committed to the vibrancy and well-being of our entire community. So thank you for joining us as we feature these extraordinary groups, all deserving of the spotlight. And we're going to start our show tonight with the Western DuPage Special Recreation Association, or WDSRA as we say, right?
Yes.
Leah Jackman is the Superintendent of Communications and Development. So welcome to you, Leah. Nice to have you back.
Thanks. It's nice to be here.
And Terry Gregory is Community Relations Supervisor. So good to have you on as
Thank
well, Terry. Well, Leah, let's start by revisiting the mission for WDSRA. And we should say it again, Western DuPage Special Recreation Association.
Yes, our mission is to provide recreational programs for individuals with special needs. And we do that in a number of ways throughout the community, and several communities, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you were telling me quite a few communities,
Yes.
right? What is the range?
The 9 communities that we serve include Carroll Stream, Bloomingdale, Glen Ellen, Roselle, Warrenville, Winfield, West Chicago, Wheaton, and Naperville.
All the W's, right?
All the W's, right?
Very good. That's a lot to remember, so you did that very well. Well, good. So why is WDSRA so important in our community?
Well, WDSRA is important for a number of reasons. First and foremost, it gives people with special needs the opportunity to engage in meaningful activity. We have a number of programs that are geared to children, but just as many programs that are geared to adults. As people age, their disabilities don't go away. Their options, however, become a little bit more limited. So WDSRA is something that remains constant in their lives and enables them to engage in any kind of activity they might be interested in.
So that is so interesting. You bring up a very good point that I don't think we think about, that people with special needs don't grow out of it necessarily, and there is a lot more for kids than maybe adults. So let's talk about, so we have a big age range, right? Mm-hmm. So is there a concentration of a certain age range that you help?
Not really. It depends on the program. So,
Sure.
And we have so many programs, 1,500 different programs, special events, trips. So
give us an example of a few of the programs.
Well, here in Naperville, we have our Rec and Roll program in Naperville, and at 2 other sites, almost a 4th one, and that is for adults with developmental disabilities. It's a therapeutic day program, and they get together, they socialize, they're active, they're part of the community, they're out and about. And so that's one. We have actually a Naperville-based Girl Scout troop. It's a WDSRA Girl Scout Troop 200. And so those are, of course, ages 9 to 18. And those are, girls, and again, another social group. And then, we also offer inclusion through the Naperville Park District and all of our park districts. Mm-hmm. And so, especially for children, they like to just, be amongst their peers, their school friends. And so we provide, someone there with them if they need that, or some kind of accommodation. WDSRA will provide that through the Park District.
And I know
Free of charge.
I mentioned that I was at a restaurant in Chicago one day and recognized someone that I know that takes a part in your programs, and it was one of your trips, and they had taken, it was a group of adults, and they had gone to, for a lovely Italian dinner and gone all the way into Chicago, and I thought, well, good for them. So you do a wide variety of things.
And frankly, Nancy, that's one of the easier things that we do. We've actually had a group go to Ireland as well.
Oh my
so we
goodness.
go everywhere. I mean, we go within our own communities, we go to Chicago, and we take them far beyond that, which is really very, very exciting, because some of these individuals wouldn't have the ability or the opportunity to travel otherwise, let
Sure.
alone with their peers. So it's really a pretty special opportunity.
Oh, that is fantastic. I did not know that. Well, let's talk a little bit about, you have some fundraisers coming up. You need to support all this wonderful work. So why don't you tell us about 2 golf events?
Well, on Monday, June 24th, we have both of our golf events taking place at Arrowhead and Wheaton. The first Tea time is 9 o'clock, and that's for the women. We have about 72 women join us that day for 9 holes. And then in the afternoon, we have a group, a co-ed outing that's called the Charlie Long WDSRA Classic. So 2 exciting things, one great day, and one single cause.
And you were saying that Charlie Long was a longtime supporter,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. Charlie has a son who participates in our programs. He has left this world, unfortunately, but the mark that Charlie left behind is fabulous, and due to the namesake of the outing, that's how we honor him. Just a really wonderful man who spread the word about WDSRA and the good that it does, and all the wonderful things that we have to offer.
Oh, that's fantastic. And then, Terry, I'm going to ask you about another event that involves dining. So
Correct.
tell us.
Correct. We have been adopted by the Naperville Area Chamber of Commerce Leads Team 1. And they are throwing us a fundraiser at BD Mongolian Grill on July 25th, and then another time in September. We don't have that date yet. But we're going to have some guest grillers there.
Well, tell us about the guest grillers.
Mayor Pradle said he will be there, and Ray McGurry. So we're very, very honored.
So you're going to have just a little bit of fun at this event.
Yeah.
So they're going to be grilling, and people, can anybody come, or do they need to get tickets? How does that work?
No, good question. You just show up and you tell your server that you're there for WDSRA, and part of the proceeds go to WDSRA. You know, I'm not sure the percentage. I think it was very generous, 20% or something. So.
Well, that is fantastic. Well, we want to thank you for the great work that you're doing in our community for all these people. You told me it was about 4,500, I think, that participate. So we hope people come out for the golf outings June 24th, and then once again, July 25th for Mongolian Grill. So thank you for being on.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, more Spotlight on Naperville, so stay with us.